Hey guys, and welcome back to the School Finesse podcast. I'm your host, Amen. So last week, a listener, Glory from Florida, asked, how can I get $50 million for school? Well, that's a great question, but $50 million is a ton of money. I hope you don't need that money just for school. But I understand that you want to know how you can get a lot of money for school. I'll answer this question today, and I'll tell you about 20 unique scholarships and awards ranging from $5,000 to $100,000. Also, keep in mind that there is the FAFSA form and grants you can apply for. Later on in Newsfix, I'll talk about one thing you probably don't know about FAFSA. But before we get started here, many of you know that Hurricane Michael hit Panama City and Mexico Beach, Florida. One thing I'm always curious about is who comes up with the names for the hurricanes. I searched around and found some information from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. They said there's a strict procedure established by the World Meteorological Organization. For Atlantic hurricanes, there's a list of male and female names which are used on a 6-year rotation. Then the National Hurricane Center also added a reason for the use of the common names. They said, the use of easily remembered names greatly reduces confusion when 2 or more tropical storms occur at the same time. They added that this method works better than the confusing one of the past that named hurricanes based on the year and time of year. Some of you are wondering, can a hurricane be named after me? Well, not if your name isn't already on the list. The National Hurricane Center does not control the naming of tropical storms. It just repeats the same list every 7th year. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm here to tell you about 20 unique scholarships that you can apply for. Some of these are very specific, some focused on hobbies or crafts, and the good news is that there's probably a few of these that you can apply for and receive. Keep these scholarships in mind for yourself, your siblings, whoever you know, a high schooler or a college student. And remember, just because you're already in school does not mean you cannot still apply for scholarships. Here's the list of 20 unique scholarships. Number 1. Are you artistic, creative, or poetic? Well, the Create a Greeting Card Scholarship may be for you. The title tells you exactly what you need to do to win a cash scholarship of more than $10,000 plus a $1,000 prize for your school. Number 2. There's a $20,000 scholarship for those who are into visual journalism. And 3, have you shown academic and leadership experience in the Christmas tree industry? There's a scholarship for you. The amount varies based on your experience, but you can sign up for this one. Number 4, if you are into health careers, there's a $10,000 scholarship for you. Tylenol Future Care Scholarship. It's good for undergrad and graduate students. Number 5, Google has a $30,000 scholarship. It's called the Doodle for Google Competition. Basically, what you have to do is address what inspires you, and you have to do so using the letters from the Google logo. I have a couple more. I'm just going to remind you that these are serious and real scholarships. And very soon, I'll tell you about the $100,000 award. Here we go. Number 6. If you want to study architecture, visual arts, historic preservation, Renaissance studies, ancient studies, you could be awarded $28,000. Number 7. Apparently, there are some courses in fine jewelry and watches. Well, a female student in said course can win an unspecified amount of money in scholarships. You can check that one out. And then number 8, this is a big one. You could win $50,000, $25,000, or $10,000 if you completed some work in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, literature, music, philosophy, or outside-the-box studies. I think this one covers most of our studies. This is a ton of money, but you must have completed the work before age 18. If that doesn't apply to you, then you can go and tell your little cousin, tell your brother, tell your sister, and just tell somebody under the age of 18 to apply for that scholarship. Number 9. Believe it or not, there are a ton of scholarships for students who meet certain height requirements, hair color requirements, language speaking requirements. You can earn thousands of dollars from those types of scholarships. 10. Do you want to study abroad? There's a scholarship of $20,000 available to you. Number 11, there's a scholarship for an undergrad or graduate student who is into health communication about tobacco use reduction. You can win $5,000. Number 12, there's an IP video contest and the winner will win $7,500. All you have to do is submit a 60-second video addressing patents. This scholarship is available for different age groups and yes, for college students as well. All right, guys, well, we've gone through 12 of these. I'll tell you about 6 more, and these 6 that I'm about to go over, they will earn you over $10,000. Make sure you stay tuned to the end because I will tell you about the $100,000 scholarship. Number 13, do you know a female grad student? She can apply for the International Peace Scholarship and receive $12,500. 14, do you like the potato industry? If so, go and do some research on it because a potato industry researcher could win over $10,000. 15, there is a $20,000 scholarship and it's called Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Scholarship. This one is based on merit and a few other requirements. 16, do you box? If not, you probably should start. You could win $10,000 and this one is good for high school and college students. Number 17, if you're interested in culinary arts, apply for this $20,000 scholarship. Number 18, if you are into the arts, there's a Wendy Jackson Hall Memorial Scholarship for $15,000. Number 19, are you pursuing a degree in visual arts, fine arts, journalism, film, photography, and multimedia content creation? There is a $10,000 scholarship for you. And last but not least, number 20, you could win $100,000 courtesy of Microsoft. All you have to do is create the most innovative, groundbreaking, and appealing software built with Microsoft tools and technology. As long as you or your family members do not work at Microsoft, you can apply. You can find out more about these scholarship opportunities at yescollege.com. Now, some of these scholarships will require an essay, drawing, video production, or some type of extensive work. And some of you are looking for just some simple scholarships. Well, I can tell you about another category of scholarships that can also win you thousands of dollars, and in some cases, tens of thousands of dollars. These scholarships are called Easy Scholarships. Advisors.com says, quote, if you're tired of filling out long applications or writing lengthy essays, meet your new best friend, Easy Scholarships. Also called No Application Scholarships, No Essay Scholarships, or No Hassle Scholarships, end quote. For some of these scholarships, all you have to do is fill out your name and email. For others, you may just have to write a short, brief paragraph answering a simple question, or you can answer a few quiz questions. Advisor.com also has a list of these easy scholarships that will take you at most 5 minutes to apply for. Apply for as many scholarships as you can. Easy Scholarships makes it easy to fill out 20 or even 30 applications. As you apply for more scholarships, you increase your chances of winning one. Here's something to remember. As you apply for these scholarships and you receive them, you still have to verify or follow up with the organization that has awarded you the money. If not, your awarded money will end up in a group named Unclaimed Money. If you don't follow up on your scholarship and it ends up in unclaimed money, what happens? It may be passed off to another student or the organization puts the money back into their pockets. If you sign up for a scholarship and another person wins, do not write off that opportunity. The student may not claim it, or the scholarship may be revoked later on. A scholarship can be revoked if you lie on your application about anything, if you sign up but didn't meet the requirements, if you plagiarize, or if you slip up on your grades. So there you have it. Those are some great scholarship opportunities that can get you some money for college. So before our news fix about one way to get more money for school, I have the challenge for the week. Find one scholarship and apply for it. Try one of the easy scholarships. It will take you less than 5 minutes. All right, now on to the news fix. So at the beginning of the month, the 2019-2020 FAFSA form became available. Many students have applied for aid and others will do so eventually. Well, there's one part of the FAFSA and financial process that many students do not know about, and it's called appealing aid. So what does that mean? It means that the school has money set aside for students who ask for more money than they received. You know, from the time you apply for aid to the time you actually receive the aid, your circumstances may change. Maybe you lost your job, had a kid, have excessive medical bills, or lost a family member. If so, do not be afraid to appeal your aid and ask for more. The CEO of Frank, a financial guidance program, says that schools reserve roughly 20% of their funds for people who appeal their packages. And schools want accepted students to say yes to their offer of acceptance. So that's an important point to keep in mind as you fill out your FAFSA form and even after you receive your aid. You can find out more on this topic from the article titled, "The U.S. Department of Education Awards $120 billion to students every year. Here are 5 ways to get the most financial aid." A link to that article and all the sources from today's episode will be in our YouTube description box when you search School Finesse. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share with a friend who you want to succeed. Always remember, Tune in every Monday morning for a new tip on how you can finesse your way through school. I'm your host, Amen, signing off.